Samaprabha Nirvighna Kurumedeva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. O Lord Ganesha of the third trunk and massive body, the one whose splendor is equal to millions of suns, please bless us so that we do not face any obstacles in our endeavors. With this Sanskrit slow and deep reverence and salutations to Lord Ganesha, a very blissful and refreshing morning to everyone. I, Dr. Bhavna Singh, Associate Professor on behalf of School of Management Sciences, Varanasi, established in the year 1995 and a NAC A-grade accredited autonomous college which has successfully completed 29 glowing years and is also ranked among top 50 B schools, feel privileged and honored to stand here before you and accord a hearty and cordial welcome to our respected chief guest, Professor Dr. Anil Kumar Tripathi ji, Department of Computer Sciences and Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. Guest of honor, Dr. Ashish Bhardwaj ji, Client Success Senior Manager, DMI, LLC, New Delhi. Director Sir, Professor P.N. Jha, Registrar Mr. Sanjay Gupta ji, Professor Kamalshir Mishra Sir, Head of Department of Computer Sciences, SM Varanasi. Dr. Aditya Kumar Gupta, Dr. Radha Raman Chandan, Coordinator of MCA and BCA programs, respected professors, my fellow fraternity, as well as new entrants to the inaugural session of the two-day orientation program 2024 of MCA batch and BCA batch. Hearty welcome everyone. Saraswati Mahabhage Vidya Kamal Lojane, Vidya Rupe Vishalatchi, Vidyandehi Namostute Namostute. हे महाभाग्यवती ज्ञान रूपा कमल के समान विशाल नेत्र वाली ज्ञान दात्री माँ सरस्वती मुझको विद्या दो, मैं आपको प्रणाम करती हूँ. Salutations to Goddess Saraswati, who is pure like jasmine, with the coolness of moon, brightness of snow, and shine like the garland of pearls, and who is covered with white garments, whose hands are adorned with veena and the moon-giving star, the one who holds the blessing mudra, and the one who is seated on a white lotus. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankara hail and worship you. O Goddess Saraswati, bless me and remove my ignorance completely. As every auspicious beginning takes place by showing our gratitude to God and offering our prayers to the Almighty. Mother Saraswati, we pray for your blessings with all humility. Please give us wisdom to make this world a better place to live in. To solemnize the occasion with deep reverence, I now request Chief Guest Professor Dr. Anil Kumar Tripathi ji, Dr. Ashish Bhardwaj ji, Director Sir Professor P.N. Jha, Registrar Sir Professor Kamalshir Mishra Sir, Aditya Kumar Gupta Sir, Dr. Radha Raman Chandan Sir, to kindle the lamp of knowledge and garland the statue of Goddess Saraswati and mark the beginning of the two-day orientation program of MCA and BCA respectively. या कुंदेन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रा वस्त्रविता या वीणा वरदंडा मंडितकारा या श्वेत पद्मासना. Devi Saraswati is hailed as the goddess of knowledge, arts and wisdom by people following the Hindu faith. She is the consort of Brahma, the creator of the universe, and is regarded as the source of endless learning. Thank you so much, dignitaries. A loving word of life, a smile that radiates love to all the people around makes everyone happy. When the hearts are free from gloom, no wonder smiles are in full bloom. Before we begin with the inaugural session, I very humbly take the opportunity to request Chief Guest Professor Dr. Anil Kumar Tripathi ji, Guest of Honor Dr. Ashish Bhardwaj ji, Director Sir Professor P.N. Jha, Professor Kamalshil Mishra Sir, Professor Aditya Kumar Gupta Sir and Dr. Radha Raman Chandan Sir to please grace the dais. Thank you so much, dignitaries. Flowers are the true embodiments of divine warmth, innocence and peace. They reflect tender human feelings and emotions and are unique expression of joy that their beauty radiates. I would now like to request Registrar Sir Mr. Sanjay Gupta ji to welcome our Chief Guest Professor Anil Kumar Tripathi ji by presenting him a bouquet as a mark of our tradition of respect and honor. I would like to request Dr. Pallavi Pathak ma'am to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Ashish Bhardwaj ji, by presenting him a bouquet as a gesture of our love and respect. Thank you so much, Registrar Sir and Pallavi ma'am. A pessimist complains about the wind and an optimist tries to change it and a leader adjusts the sails. As you all know, the reason why we have gathered here is to welcome the new student. Today is the day of the students to get to know about their new journey and build their future from here. It is the day to start a new journey and put all their efforts for life ahead. Without taking much of the time, it's my honor and privilege to invite our venerated Director Sir for the welcome address. Sir, please enlighten our students with your valuable thoughts.
सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. सिद्धे साध्य सतामस्त प्रसादा तस्य भूजटे जाह्नवी फेन लेखेव यन्नु धनिशशिरः. सर्वा बाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्य अखिलेश्वरी एवमेव त्वया कार्य मस्मद्वैरि विनाशिनः. Honorable Chief Guest of the program, Dr. A.K. Tripathi, Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, IIT BHU Varanasi. Venerated Guest of Honor, Dr. Ashish Bharadwaj, Client Success Senior Manager, DMI LLC, Delhi. My colleague and Head of Department of Computer Science, Professor Kamal Sheet Mishra, Course Coordinator of MCA Program, Dr. Radha Ramanachandran, and Co-Coordinator, Mr. Shubham Sahai, Course Coordinator of BCom Program, Professor Aditya Kumar Gupta, and Co-Coordinator, Ms. Supriya Roy Chaudhary. My colleague and Registrar, Mr. Sanjay Gupta, my all other academic colleagues and administrative colleagues, and my very dear students of the new batch of MCA and BCA. Dear students, this is the beginning of a great cerebral pursuit of you people. That's why it is a memorable, exuberant occasion, a very landmark day, not only in your life, but also in life of SMS Varanasi, because you are going to make the 28th, 29th batch of your programs. As the auspicious occasion, I take this opportunity to extend a hearty welcome to all of you. Friends, this is your orientation program. An orientation program is basically a kind of scholastic ritual. It is a collegiate process, which is a process of socialization, an academic socialization, through which you are brought more and more proximal to all the various structures, designs, systems, subsystems, activities with which you have to remain in continuous interaction over the next 2-3 years. And this journey to which you have embarked today, with the blessings of two important personalities, one from academia and other from corporate world. You might be knowing Professor Tripathi, who is having a king-size professorial profile in the area of computer science and has been kind enough to all of us in showering his blessings from time to time. We also have Dr. Bharadwaj, a well-known corporate titan. So both the sides of your study, the theoretical side and the practical side, would be having the direction and the limelight with the blessings of these two gentlemen. So you are very, very fortunate to get the blessings and your academic journey being flagged off by these two personalities. Friends, so far as your institution is concerned, it is now an autonomous college because it has attained NAAC A grade and also stands in the continuum of top 50 B schools of India. This is the only institution in this part which publishes 5 biannual research journals, and one of which is already Scopus indexed. It is by virtue of the contribution of you people, you students and your faculty team. You have got a very brilliant faculty team. The persons who will be teaching you, they are having experience of 28, 29 years. Because as a private entity, the BCA and MCA program was started for the first time in this area by SMS Varanasi. That's why the depth of their experience in handling these programs you can well understand. That's why it is my humble request to all of you that don't miss any of your class. If you will be regular in your classes, you will be having maximum return on the investment made by your parents in terms of getting yourself admitted here. Friends, so far as your program is concerned, is computer science, we all know that it has now become more and more pervasive. There is no area in academics or human activity which remains untouched by the tentacles of computer science and technology. Especially with the beginning of the 4th industrial revolution in this century, your discipline computer science has been blessed with several kind of driver technologies, and their tentacles reach each and every stream today. Not only engineering science, but even the medical science, legal education, management, commerce, even social sciences and literature. They also have to be dependent upon the tentacles of this computer science. That's why, in a way, your discipline is the king among the various disciplines, and that you have to establish through imbibing the knowledge of that gadget. That's why the more you invest your energy, your commitment, your time, and your dedication towards learning your inputs of the syllabi and additional things, the more height you gain on the ladder of the success. Friends, the generation to which you belong, it is the generation Z, and you know that the basic, the most fundamental temperament of the persons of this generation is that they want to make some impact, some social impact. And this social impact is possible by getting yourself aligned with the corporate world. There you can do something very, very important. That's why make your study meticulously, listen to your teachers. You have got here everything. You have got a very good library, very rich library, computer centers, all sorts of facilities, media lab, language lab, everything. And then a very green atmosphere in an arrogantly beautiful campus. Apart from your basic study, I will also suggest you that take care of some important skill sets. They are very important. What is my experience? That computer science students, they are having certain weak points in terms of the English language. So from today itself, take care of your English language. And for that, I will suggest you that please make the habit of reading any English daily, even for 15 minutes. If you do so, your language, your vocabulary would be highly improved and you'll see a change within 1 month. This kind of skill is very important with your domain knowledge. So this combination, if you really sincerely do, I am sure that you will be having a very nice professional transformation and you will be in a position to reach your manzil. I wish your academic journey all the best. As your principal and director, I extend my heartfelt blessings to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Director Sir, for your exemplary, inspiring words. I hope our students will definitely strive to realize your thoughts into actions. What is a preamble? A preamble is an introductory statement that generally provides you with all the kinds of information. It is the first thing mentioned on the front page of the document. A mission statement or simply a mission is a public declaration that schools or other educational organizations use to describe their founding purpose and major organizational commitments, that is what they do and why they do it. A vision is a guiding concept for what an institution is trying to do and become. To brief us all about the preamble, I now invite Girish Tripathi Sir, Associate Professor, on the podium.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Respected dignitaries on the dais, my colleagues from teaching and non-teaching fraternity, my dear students, I am here to apprise about the preamble of SMS Varanasi. It is important. We have been into existence for more than 29 years, and this year we will be celebrating the 30th year of our foundation. So it is important for you as a part of this institution to understand our guiding principles, our values that has kept us going in order to ensure that we remain a center of excellence. Ma'am has already briefed you what preamble is all about. So in simple words, we want you to understand who we are, what we do and how we do it. Under the preamble of SMS Varanasi, we will be discussing the vision statement, mission statement, quality policy and the guiding principles of SMS Varanasi. Starting with the vision. So our mentors had a vision for this institution. I'll read out the vision statement. To become a constantly growing center of excellence, nurturing global-centric professional leadership based on ethical and moral attributes. We at SMS believe in the eternal Upanishadic philosophy of life and growth given by Gautam Buddha in his sermons which he chanted, Charevati Charevati, simply meaning do not stop, go on. Hence we at SMS has embarked on a journey towards continuous improvement for past nearly 3 decades. Now talking about Center of Excellence, it is important to have an objective to move forward. Our objective is to stand out, outshine and outclass, surpass, outrival our competitors and outdo at our own achievements. So we compete with ourselves every year, every semester, every day. We want to develop global-centric professional leadership. We understand over years so many challenges have evolved to our business world and we are looking forward to develop professionals who are ready to answer the challenges that the business world or the global politics may present in front of us. Ethical and moral attributes, it is the stepping stone or what should I say, the most key component because it is important that our institution, our students, our all stakeholders practice ethical means of getting work done and uphold the moral values as well. Moving on to our mission statement. So vision is where we want to reach. Mission statement, how we are going to do it. I'll just spell out the mission statement. to create excellent learning ambience through innovative teaching, research and consultancy for producing professionals capable of answering global challenges and demonstrating high ethical and moral standards. So when we say excellent learning ambience, yes, we are focused on creating an environment which gives stress on the learner, and the learning objective will be at the center of all our teaching endeavors. We shall have best resources utilized for the purpose of conformance with the age-old wisdom mentioned in Kathopanishad. Om Sahananavattu Sanobhunattu Saviryam Karvavahe Tejasvi Navadhitavastu Ma with Vishavahe Om Shanti. Meaning, O Almighty, may He protect us all, may He cause us to enjoy, may we acquire strength together, may our knowledge become brilliant, may we not hate each other. O Almighty, there might be peace everywhere. Moving forward, innovation in teaching, research and consultancy. We have responsibility towards society, and for that purpose, we will continuously innovate in our means of teaching, and then we have a responsibility in the research as well. So we will continuously research and research the new topic areas of research where we can incorporate and meet the challenges of the society. Then we have a responsibility towards our business. So we'll provide our consultancy to the business houses as well and ensure that we make our businesses, our academics upbeat with the requirement of the market. Again, we are continuously learning and growing, enriching our wisdom for larger good. Again, we derive our strength and inspiration from the ancient book of wisdom. Om Sarvatra Sukhina Santu, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukh Mapnuyat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Meaning, O Almighty, may everybody be happy, free from all ailments, and we see what is auspicious. May no one be subjected to miseries. O Almighty, may there be peace everywhere. Moving on to our quality policy, our quality statement emphasizes on imparting value-based education of highest standard relevant to the contemporary world. When we say value-based education, we mean that our education should be not only meeting but exceeding our customer expectation. Customers, our stakeholders, the business, the corporate world. When we say of the highest standard, that means we develop professionals who are at par in the industry, who are ready to meet the worldly challenges. There is a chant that I would like to spell over here. Vidya Tadati Vinayam, Vinayati Tatra Patratam, Patratvam Dharmapnoti, Dhanat Dharma Tat Sukham. Meaning, विद्या विनय प्रदान करती है, विनय से पात्रता आती है, पात्रता से धन आता है और धन से धर्म होता है, और जिस धन से धर्म होता है उससे सुख की प्राप्ति होती है. So this is the guiding principle, the quality policy that we have at SMS, and we would want our students to inculcate these guiding values in themselves. Moving on to the guiding values, we focus on 5 primary guiding values, and it is important that we ensure that we maintain trust among each others, trust with our faculty members, trust with our corporate partners, faith and belief that should be imbibed in your behavior in all students, sense of ownership. From today onwards, you are part of this institution. You are a student of School of Management Sciences. You have to own this premises, you have to own this faculty. You are going to be our brand ambassador today onwards. When you will go out in your uniform, people will say this is a student of SMS. So you have to own that. You have to take up the ownership. Sense of contribution. When we say contribution, we have to have respect for public property. So that responsibility you have to take up, that you have responsibility towards your institution, towards your family, towards your teachers, and towards the society at large. Innovation, yes, the methods are changing, the world is evolving, your learning methods, your practicing methods, this is one of our guiding value that we incorporate. We know that the way we teach, the way you learn is evolving, it is changing every day, and we have to be upbeat with it. So it is a guiding value which tells us that we need to be updated. The updation is the prime requirement of today's scenario. And lastly, modesty and mutual respect. There has to be a mutual respect among the students, among faculty members, teachers, and you have to ensure it. And modesty, yes, as I just chanted the verses, you understand, unless you be modest, learning, knowledge, education is of no use if modesty is not a resultant, right? So this is about the preamble of SMS Varanasi. I welcome you all again. Happy learning. Thank you everyone.
Sir, for such a crisp briefing of vision and mission of SMS. In this technology-driven world, there is a great demand for computer professionals. As a result, ample students aim to pursue BCA and MCA courses that can prepare students for the IT industry. They also offer you a unique and advantageous pathway to build a successful career in the field of computer applications. To brief us all, may I now request Professor Kamarshil Mishra, sir, Head of Department Computer Sciences, on the podium. Sir, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Honorable Chief Guest of the program, Professor A.K. Tripathi ji from IIT BHU. Guest of honor, Dr. Ashish Bhardwaj ji from New Delhi. Our respected Director, sir, Professor P.N. Jha ji. Registrar Sri Sanjay Gupta ji, my colleague Dr. Aditya Kumar Gupta ji and Dr. R.R. Chandan ji, my other colleagues, and my dearest new entrants of MCA and BCA course. Friends, today really it's a great day in the history of School of Management Sciences. Not only because we are starting our new batches of MCA and BCA course, but also because this program is being inaugurated by such a eminent personality sitting on the dais. That makes very significant for you. I remember my days when we started the first batch of BCA and MCA way back in 1997. And I am happy to share with you that yes, I witnessed the first batch, first student of MCA as well as BCA students till the current batch. And it's my proud to say that yes, all the students, they are in touch with me. Just last week, it was a Teachers' Day and I received many phone calls, not only from India, but also from the abroad. I am very proudly, I can share with you that in almost all the companies you will find our students are there, not only in India, but in abroad also. In almost all the countries, yes, our students are there. And you know, for teacher, students are the wisdom. You all are my wealth. So, yes, a lot of responsibilities too, they are there on your shoulder. So, I will just brief you about our courses that we are running over here in the School of Management Sciences. As you know, that yes, SMS gives you the value-based education. Apart from your normal course curriculum, of course we would be training you, we would be developing you for the corporate world. But in order to develop a good human being too, it is our responsibilities. So we have a lot of work, we have a lot of programs they are there for you. And you can see and you will have to involve in that. And one more request I will say from your side that what I want that for the MCA students, you please surrender your coming 2 years, and for the BCA I will say, for the coming 3 years, you please surrender your 3 years to School of Management Sciences, and rest of the life is yours. But the coming 2 years and the 3 years, please surrender to your mentor, to your teachers, to School of Management Sciences. You know, earlier we were affiliated with the VBS Purvanchal University, Jaunpur. Our MCA and BCA course, it was affiliated with that university. And you know, the university counseling software was developed by our MCA students, and it was successfully run over there in the university itself. That was the great thing. Very initially we did all these things, and our students all these things. Though the university gave the credit to me, but I know that all this it was developed by our students and students only. Later on, our MCA course, it was affiliated with the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University there in Lucknow. But earlier the name was UP Technical University, then so many names changed, but nowadays Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow, yes, it is there. And our UG program, that is the BCA program, it is being affiliated with the Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapith Varanasi itself. Earlier our MCA course, it was 3 years duration, but nowadays, you know, now it has been changed to 2 years. But 2 years does not mean that the courses and the content would be reduced. Within the 2 years itself, you will have to do all these things. Not only that things, depending upon the feedback, whatever we are receiving from the industry and our alumni, because you know our alumni base too is very strong, and whatever feedback we are getting, we are incorporating those changes in our course curriculum also. Because you know, nowadays we are autonomous college, means we have got the flexibility of changing our syllabus as and when required. So we do take the opportunities of updating our syllabus, and depending upon the feedback, we do changes in that. And one more unique things that we are doing in your MCA and the BCA course itself, you will find that there is one tech marathon activity that generally we used to organize. This is something very unique. In order to give you the real feeling of the corporate world, because you know, corporate world is, of course, buzzwords are there and so many things they are there, you will find, yes, it's very nice, but it is very tense life over there. So in order to give you the feeling of what exactly pressure is, what exactly tension is, how to work in a group, we'll give you one problem, and that problem you will have to solve within 16 hours continuously sitting over there in the lab itself. Specifically for the BCA, of course not the 16 hours but 8 hours program you will design, and accordingly you will have to work. Just to give you the feeling how you will have to work in the industry itself. Over here in the SMS you will find the best infrastructures are there. We have computer centers, we have libraries, and the best part is your teachers. As rightly said by Director Sir, in any organization you will find that the teachers having more than 2 decades of experience, and over here in the SMS itself, yes, you can find over here. My all the colleagues, they are having 20, 25 years, 28 years experience, and they are still over here in the School of Management Sciences. And today itself you will feel 3 generation of teachers, you will feel like I can say, my student Dr. Sripriya is your course co-coordinator of BCA, and my guru Professor A.K. Tripathi sir is sitting on the dais. So 3 generations experience today you will be listening over here. In all the semesters, yes, we have in MCA about 5 subjects are there, in BCA we have 4 subjects are there, and equally weightage is given to the lab part also. Whatever you will be learning in the classroom, that you will have to execute, that you will have to implement in the lab also. So that's why I told you that all the facilities they are available over here, but yes, it's up to you to take the maximum, optimum opportunities. So without wasting your time, I'll make a call over here and wish you all the best for your future career. Thank you all.
For being briefing the students about MCA and BCA courses. Very rarely we get to hear and be blessed from stalwarts who have made a mark for themselves in their respective fields. We are really fortunate to have amongst us two distinguished personalities from different fields. It is a great honor for me to welcome and introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Ashish Bhardwaj. Dr. Ashish Bhardwaj has around 19 years of experience in a domain that's vast and varied, providing IT infrastructure solutions significantly in the infrastructure sector. He has carved a niche for himself in the areas that revolve around analyzing, formulating solutions, designing procedure and implementation of the same in the infrastructure. Without taking much of the time, I would like to invite him to shower his blessings on our new students. Sir, please.
Thank you, ma'am. First of all, thank you to Director for giving me this opportunity to be in front of the future young ones and to respect all the. So yeah, great to know that what has been mentioned by Director sir and Mishra sir, that how we are working in order to ensure that the future of IT, where should it look like, where we are heading for. So what Jha sir mentioned a few minutes back, it's very important. See, we start, we started this whole domain, with Saraswati Vanda. This is, something key which we need to, ensure that we prevail this to the whole life. Because, see, discipline is something which is, I would say, utmost important in order to go ahead and carry that within each and every aspect of life, whether it's in IT or any other field. Right now, just to give you a breather, I started my career from BCA, completed my MCA, and then landed up in one of the premier organizations like Wipro. But before that, I can feel the nerves, what could have been around. The important thing is to have confidence, to have discipline. That's very, very important. Now that we have chosen and premier, college with almost 3 decades of faculty experience, with such a dignitaries all around, choose the mentors. It's very, very important that you should know where you are aligned to. Be very transparent, be very honest in terms of how you are working, in terms of your academics. As what Jha sir mentioned, that be regular within the classes, never bunk the classes. There is no superheroes like we say that we bunk the classes, we do studies on our own. See, let's be very practical. The more you lead here, the less you will do in law. Okay? So that's the best thing. Apart from that, what I learned from Mishra sir, so this is what we call as hackathon in our organization. So this is great that this, college is providing you a platform wherein you know what's the tense environment, what's the pressure building, when you're in front of the client, it's like you have timelines. That's what we call as STAT. We have SOPs around which we need to follow. We always try to ensure that we work in a cohesive environment wherein we are not just as a vendor. When you are in front of a client, you are just a vendor. Okay? But we need to ensure that you work as a partner. How will you do that? In order to ensure that, you need to be transparent. You have to be honest. In order to gain that confidence from the client, what's important is that you should live up to the expectations and at times supersede those expectations. So now that you are here I wish you all very best of luck for the future. Just be honest and do your best and choose a mentor, as I mentioned. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for showering your blessings on our students. It's a great honor for me to introduce and welcome our Chief Guest, Professor Anil Kumar Tripathi ji. Professor Anil Kumar Tripathi ji is serving as Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Varanasi Hindu University. He is into teaching and research since last 35 years. He is also Dean Resource and Alumni Affairs of IIT BHU since July 2014. He served as head of the department for 2 terms of 3 years as well as headed Computer Center of Varanasi Hindu University for 3 years. Today we are privileged to have an opportunity to listen to him, and on behalf of all gathered here, I welcome you, sir, to shower your blessings on these new students, which I am sure these students will certainly treasure for years to come. Sir, please.
Honorable Head of the Institution, Professor P.M. Haji, Professor K.S. Mishra, Dr. Ashish Bharadwaj from industry. It is very heartening that you have somebody from industry also to be with you on this occasion. Professor Aditya Gupta ji, Professor Radha Raman ji, our registrar of this institution, dear colleagues from computer science and other departments, and obviously the students, the new entrants who are joining an institution now. It's a great occasion in the sense that for the first time in your life, you are going to embark on a journey of studies that are directly related to a profession. And it is very important to celebrate this entry because it is a time to congratulate the institution also as it is running into the 30th year of its existence and a very notable existence. We always feel very happy when we are in some other city in the country or somewhere else and we come to know that people value this institution known as the School of Management Studies. So you are really fortunate to have been admitted into an institution that has garnered a very coveted position in the eyes of people who value institutions. So many words in so many ways are always told why studies in a classroom are important. Why should you value your teachers? There are so many things about it. You may have heard that people say that parents and teachers are God unto us. Right? Why are they so important? Parents are important, that is understandable. Because if you are born, that parents only raise you. They do every hand holding since the childhood, so that you can stand on your own feet. In many ways, standing on your own feet. Why should teachers have the same place as occupied by the parents? So factually, it is only parents and teachers who feel happy always when you make a progress. But it means that it is guaranteed that parents are happy and it is guaranteed that teachers become happy if you become better than teachers. दुनिया में किसी चौथे की गारंटी नहीं है. हो सकते हैं वो भी खुश होते हैं. इवन स्पाउस, हस्बैंड और वाइफ की भी गारंटी नहीं है कि खुश हो. अच्छे हो तो खुश हो सकते हैं. But parents and teachers, whenever you progress, whenever you do better than teachers, whenever you do better than parents, they always feel happy. क्योंकि बिना कुछ कहे हुए उनका नाम होता है उससे. अगर आप नाम करेंगे तो उनका भी नाम होता है. If you are in some disrepute, then they also are held responsible for it. So similarly, when you progress, some certification of their deeds are also there, that they have done a good job if you have done wonders in your life. And that is why it is always be attentive to teachers, because they are such a great stakeholders of your life. A teacher plays many roles. A teacher in a classroom very quickly learns. As I am running into the 40th year, the last year before decades of my experience as teaching and learning professional in an institution, within a year you will start learning when you are delivering a lecture whether everybody is following or not, and you can immediately recognize the faces of those who are unable to follow what you are saying without telling. And then a teacher would recalculate something that has been taught earlier, may reorganize the delivery, may say one and the same thing in so many words and ways differently than what has been spoken. So teacher starts understanding you from the very first lecture itself, who you are, and a type of relationship gets established. Apart from this, whenever a student gets up and asks a question, it immediately occurs to the mind of the teacher also, why it did not occur to my mind that this could be a question. So there is a learning for teacher. But at the same time, some 10 other students would realize that it is their question also. But they did not know about this question before this question was asked. Some other 10-15 students would realize that they also have a question which is similar to this question, but it is not this question. Some other 10-15 students would realize that they have a question that is factually different from this question that has been asked. But you see, all these newer questions are getting generated just because one question was asked in the classroom. So classroom enables a sort of collaborative learning that doesn't happen anywhere in the on this earth. And that is why every country, with all the engineering that has come into existence, teachers are there, whiteboards and blackboards are there in every country. So it is a golden time when you have an opportunity. Those who have come to MCA, they have got only 2 years of their life left for a classroom learning. I mean, unless you go for some other program like Masters in Business Administration or say PhD program, in PhD program also you have some 2-3 courses to be done. So there also you will have an opportunity of attending a classroom learning environment. Otherwise, these are the last 2 years. Those who are in BCA, they may start working after completing the BCA program somewhere. So this is regarding the teaching learning process, and that is why everybody has spoken why you should not be missing a class. Because class is the only place where you learn how to learn. You do not learn the material that is being taught. That happens as a natural consequence of the learning process. But you learn how to learn. Newer mechanisms of learning get created in the mind. Like what I studied as a computer science is not the computer science today. I mean, nobody could even imagine what the computer science and engineering field would be in early 80s, what it is today, right? But just due to the fact that I learn how to learn in the classes, I am able to learn newer things today also. So to be able to learn how to learn for your rest of the life, you should attend classes. For studying something that is given in the book, possibly sitting in the hostel room also you can do that. But learning how to learn happens only collaboratively, only in a classroom. That is why classrooms are very important. And it is not to say that it is the best teacher only is useful. A very simple looking teacher, a very boring course also provides an opportunity for learning how to learn. Even when you are noting down what you did not understand, that also provides an opportunity for learning. And that is why classrooms are so very important. Now, you are getting admission to a program that is known as computer applications. Gone are the days when learning computer applications meant only learning programming and doing for scientists and engineers some work, or possibly for computerized automation of banks and insurance sector. It has gone beyond that. Computerized automation today is of devices, systems, infrastructures, social processes. Look at any sphere of activities, everywhere, it is an era of redefinition of disciplines. जितने तरह की दुनिया में समझ के और विषय के क्षेत्र हैं सबके पुनर्परिभाषण का दौर है, सब चीजें बदल रही हैं. Everything is going to change on this earth. For example, gone are the days when refrigeration engineering meant only adiabatic processes. Today what a refrigerator means, that you can program it, how much milk it should have, how many vegetables of what type and how much it should have, everything. The food products, medicines, whatever you keep in your refrigerator. And refrigerator can be intelligent enough to keep watching whether something is missing or something is in short supply. So when you are traveling in a car, your refrigerator is network ready and it can inform you that while coming back, bring a kilogram of sweets, some milk, some curd, some vegetables. If you say, no, I don't have time, then your refrigerator may order online from departmental stores these things, and those things may be delivered. And when those things will be delivered at doorstep, then a small slit may get open to drop the things inside. And once the things have been received, the refrigerator will enable deduction of sufficient money from your bank account to the respective departmental stores. And these things are now not fairy tales. These all things are technically possible. Take case of civil engineering. Now it is possible to design intelligent buildings. And you find that in most of the buildings when you enter there are glass doors. So as and when you put your hand, your biometrics is taken. Your photo is being taken. Your way of walking on the floor is also captured. The hand movement, and with which it is identified whether you are the proper person to be welcomed in this building or you are a persona non grata. So if you are a criminal sort of person, such doors will be opened that finally you will be landing into a room where from police takes up. So you see, buildings can also be intelligent. So it is an era of redefinition of disciplines. Everything is getting redefined. Everywhere people are looking for smart things. Even cities are likely to be smart. So those who are living in Varanasi and those who have come from outside to Varanasi, they will be knowing that now it is being called that it has to become a smart city. And smartness without computerized automation is not possible today. Although individuals used to be smart even without computers. What does smartness mean? Am I smart? Do I look smart? But you have different meaning by what smartness is. I will tell you today what smartness is. You see, when I am delivering a lecture in the classroom, and if I am completely engrossed in what I am talking about, what I am speaking, then for me, only the interested faces are important in the classroom. What type of shirt they are wearing, whether somebody has specs or not, that becomes immaterial. And similarly, if the students are learning from me, they only are listening to me, they are engrossed with the idea being delivered, the understanding being delivered by me. Other things become immaterial. What I mean by this, that if next day I ask what type of shirt I was wearing, possibly students won't remember that I was wearing a yellow t-shirt. They would not remember. So I am completely engrossed in the delivery of the material in the classroom. From the classroom, if I go to teacher's meeting room, there also I am a teacher, but now I am not a classroom teacher, I am a colleague teacher. So I will be more listening to views of other colleagues, understanding from what they are saying, could be contributing so that we can devise curriculum strategy and other things properly. From there, if I go home, and if there is a grandchild nearby, then I become a grandfather. I lose my identity as a teacher and I become a grandfather. When I go to my wife, I become a husband. If I go to my mother, I become a child. Right? If I can smartly switch from this one identity to the other identity and deliver the functionality as per the need of the stakeholder, right? If I can reorganize me, if I can reconfigure myself to deliver the functionality as per this new need, then I am a smart person. Just like this phone is also smart in a way. Because when I want to watch a movie, it becomes a theater for me. If I want to surf internet, it becomes a browser. If I have to write a mail, it becomes a mail software. It becomes a word processor if I am writing a letter. So it is smart because it can reorganize, reconfigure itself, and that is why multi-core processors are required itself. There is obviously the role is still there's a phone, right? You call it a phone, but it has gone much beyond than what it is a phone. And similarly, when a city becomes smart, then factually what it means that suppose I stay some 30 kilometers from here, 20 kilometers, say Sarnath area or somewhere, and if somebody falls sick in my family and I'm in my institution and doing my job, then if the city takes care of my wife, they come to know first that she is not well, she is taken to hospital. Every minute I am informed what is happening. When she recovers and she is happy, she is sent back home. So I don't have to worry about it. So I think the whole city infrastructure is taking care of my wife. And similarly, when the boys and girls have to go to school, everybody gets an alert that through this road after 3 minutes, school boys and girls are going to pass, everybody keeps off from the road. So for every stakeholder of the city, if the city is able to reorganize itself, reconfigure itself, so as to be available to every stakeholder as per their needs and requirements, and that is where computerized automation has got a great role. So you have come to a discipline which is going to redefine the whole world in times to come. And it is not that some new technology has to be invented for this to happen. The technology is around. It is happening. It is available. If you have money, it is possible. The technology is there. So that is the area that you are going to work for. What are the opportunities of business and jobs? Among you, there can be entrepreneurs, there can be innovators. You see, for research, discovery, you need too much of sincere, collaborative effort, and possibly great environment. But for innovation, you don't need much. दुनिया में इंटेलिजेंट नहीं होना ऐसा तो होता ही नहीं, हर आदमी इंटेलिजेंट ही पैदा होता है. The one who makes use of it sees the result. The one who doesn't make use of it has the potential. So there is nobody who doesn't have intelligence. Everybody has. Only machines can have artificial intelligence or may not have. But humans always have intelligence. And that is why machines have to mimic intelligence. But computers have gone beyond that. They are able to do those types of activities that computers have not been known to be doing. So when you will be studying computer applications, then you will be studying what is computable and what is not. There will be some stage when a teacher will come and tell you that there is something known as a Turing machine. And then you will wonder throughout your life, कि Turing machine रखी है, ऐसी machine कहीं रखी नहीं. What it is shown that if you can show that Turing machine can solve this problem, then any computer can also solve. Then it is computable. So Turing computability is an idea, it is a mathematical concept. It is an idea of mechanical solvability. So if you can write an algorithm, you can create a program and solution can be there. But then computer scientists try to find solutions to those problems which are not computationally tractable. इनका algorithm नहीं लिख सकते. Like when two persons marry, whether they are married to experience or divorce, इसका आप गारंटी नहीं दे सकते, right? And that is where comes the role of artificial intelligence and machine learning. Our human mind is capable of that. Like somewhere nearby my house, अगर मैंने शादी करके आए, दो लोग झगड़ा करें, तो चूंकि मेरी उम्र हो गई, मैं देखूँ इनका जरूर तलाक होने वाला है. Because I have seen, I have learned through experiences in my life कि क्या होता है जब तलाक होने वाला होता है. Right? So one can predict, and that is what machines do today through learning. Machines learn how to make predictions as humans do. And that is what is a domain of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So, if there is sufficient data of jhagda in families and talaqs experienced, right, then just like humans can predict, similarly machines can also predict. Right? Just as humans can fail in predicting, machines can also fail. जो लोग रिसर्च करते हैं आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस मशीन लर्निंग में, वो ये बताते हैं कि हमारा 98% तक पहुंच गया है, खाली 2% पे गलत प्रेडिक्शन करता है. They keep improving this thing, 97, 98, 95, झगड़ा करते रहते हैं. But it is not always कि झगड़े हो रहे हैं तो तलाक होगा ही. Many times a good deal of quarrels is there, but talaq doesn't take place. Those are the exceptions, are 2-3% where you can't predict. Humans can also fail and machines can also fail. Why do they fail? Because the concept that you have in mind, why divorces do occur, is factually erroneous. क्योंकि होता क्या है, कभी कभी शादियां नहीं होती, जैसे अब शादियां लेट से होने लगी हैं, तो in the sense that people were at the age of 30 years, 32 years, 34 years, because they are busy acquiring education, so they marry late, right? पहले शादियां जो पूछ जाती थी, 18-20 साल में शादी हो गई, शादी होने के 25 साल बाद पता लगा इसका तो कोई दोस्त था. अब सबके दोस्त रह चुके होते हैं मैंने, और people are studying, you have friends, girls can be friends, boys can be friends, और इसमें शादियां नहीं होती. तो अगर कोई मॉडल पुराने आधार पर बना है तो फेल कर जाएगा. बड़े पूरे जिस चीज पे प्रोडिक्शन कर रहे हैं कि तलाक होगा, उस पर नहीं होगा. This is known as machine learning and artificial intelligence as concept drift. ये सब तरीके हैं. You will be learning those things, I suppose. When you will have a course on machine learning, I don't know whether teachers will be telling such types of examples or not. But these are good examples to learn these things. How artificial intelligence and machine learning works. What I am telling, there are so many possibilities. Many of you would end up becoming entrepreneurs and innovators. And as I told, for becoming an innovator, you don't need to be a great researcher or somebody like Newton who has to make discovery. A very simple mind can be innovator. और बढ़िया धंधा कमा सकता है, बड़ा पैसा कमा सकता है. फिर उसका बढ़िया IIT से बीटेक पढ़ने वाले को उसका नौकरी करेंगे. It is possible and it keeps happening. Because all the names जो बड़े-बड़े नाम आप सुनते हैं, बिल गेट्स से लेकर सब, वो किसी IIT से नहीं पढ़े. और दूसरे लोग क्या नौकरी करते हैं. What is innovation? I will tell you about innovation also. If there is some problem P in area A, and there is some method of solving that problem P in area A, then another problem Q in area B, for which you have a method of solving or you don't have a method of solving. If you have a method of solving, then it is not very efficient method of solving, and you want to improve that method of solving. Obviously, the problem Q of area B doesn't look to be similar to problem P of area B. But if you think properly, you can find out that there is some problem hidden in problem P and similarly in problem B, so problem Q. And factually those two hidden problems are the same. And then this solution for the problem P can be successfully applied for the problem Q in area B. छोटा सा देखो थ्योरी में कितना टफ लगता है. I will give you an example. A restaurant owner in Jalandhar लस्सी बनाता था, बड़ी अच्छी लस्सी है. पंजाब की लस्सियाँ पीते के उसके गिलास में बड़े होते हैं, बड़ी अच्छी लस्सी बनाते हैं. उसके यहाँ बहुत लोग लस्सी पीने आते थे. उसकी भी बैठती थी लस्सी बनाने के लिए, लड़कियाँ भी बैठती थी, बहुएं भी बैठती थी. अपने लड़कों के साथ वो भी तब जाके सबको लस्सी दे पाता था. लेकिन उसके दिमाग में आइडिया आया कि लस्सी में मथना पड़ता है वो. तो रात को समझ में आया, सुबह उठ के दुकान से गया और एक वॉशिंग मशीन खरीद लिया। वॉशिंग मशीन ले आया और उसमें ढेर सारा दही डाल के पानी डाल के माफ कर लस्सी बना 1000 गिलास लस्सी एक बार। You see, who can think that washing machine is never meant for making lassi? The company Whirlpool never knew that is for making lassi, right? But here is an innovator who did not obtain his BTech from IIT BHU. He is a simple restaurant owner. So if you want to be innovator, keep watching how things happen somewhere. And you should have a sound mind to be able to locate some other problem somewhere else. The known technique, somebody else discovered, right? So if somebody has made prediction for predicting bugs in software, जैसा हमारे साथ PhD करके गए सुशांत पांडे नीदरलैंड में असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर हो गए, तो उन्होंने बग प्रेडिक्शन पे काम किया। अगर आप वो बग प्रेडिक्शन का देखिएगा, तो कोई बताता हूँ, आपको बता रहा हूँ, तो आप ये तलाक वाला भी प्रेडिक्शन कर सकते हैं। सॉफ्टवेयर का फॉल्ट बताते हैं कि फॉल्ट होगा कि नहीं। The same techniques can be used to predict the divorces also. अभी ये मजाक के लिए है, आप स्वस्थ लाइफ प्रेडिक्ट करिए, सुखमय जीवन प्रेडिक्ट करिए, तलाक प्रेडिक्ट करना कोई अच्छा तरीका नहीं है। But what I am saying that by being an innovator, you can become an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurial thinking does not require much. If you want to get a job, jobs are going to be plenty, but every thana is going to be a cyber thana. By the time you would be graduating, I suppose that 25% of the police walas will be cyber police walas. IT Act is going to soon be embedded in the Bharat Suraksha Adhiniam Directive Indian Penal Code. It is going to be embedded in that. So BCA and MCA graduates there would be the possibility of becoming a police wala, Thanedar, DSP, ASP, all these things are possible. Because then you would require people who understand the basics of cyber law. So you may go for LLB also, not LLB after BCA, just for becoming Kala Court Vakil in Varanasi Court, but for becoming expert in say international business law, in mercantile law. In the legal process outsourcing, the business is going to be there are $20 billion. The legal processes of the other countries, they need computerized automation. उनको नजीर वगैरह बताने से बड़ा तगड़ा से आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और मशीन लर्निंग लगने जा रहा है. To find out relevant cases that have happened earlier, making the case sheets and other things. So after BCA you can go for law. And I have been able to understand that law is going to be, or it is already there on your cards. So you can become a law graduate and do wonders. No school would have less than 10% teachers as computer science teachers. So going for BA is also a good option. The whole world is going to experience redefinition. So there is a possibility of becoming a maintenance engineer where one doesn't need to learn a lot. The companies would require their maintenance engineer. The other day, I had one person who came to establish wireless Wi-Fi broadband at my residence. And he is a very amusing person with the name Sonu. He doesn't know that I am a professor of computer science. And he very in a guru-like mudra explained me how it works. But what I wonder, he explained it very nicely. He is hardly 7th class pass. With a great difficulty, he makes a signature. सामने की पढ़ाई आजकल बड़ी खराब हो गई है. Signature करने में दिक्कत. But he knows all the good things that are there in the machine, how it happens. He can make the corrections. So if you find time on your intervening Sundays and Dashara, Diwali holidays, etc., spend some time with such people. who are making Wi-Fi lines, etc. Here in the campus itself, if there are technical people who are working on these lines, the companies that prepare PCs, etc. If you find time, spend some time at BSNL facility where from internet or Varanasi is controlled, or a pure choice of any company. You go anywhere and try to learn that acumenship also. You can become an entrepreneur. I think the institution does something for entrepreneurship development in the college also, but you can also spend time in that. Learning English may not be difficult. इसमें एकदम परेशान होने की जरूरत नहीं। मैंने भी हिंदी में पढ़ाई की। हम लोग पढ़ते थे तो सिलेबस को विक्षोभ पढ़ते थे कुमार किताब से मेरे इसमें बहुत मुश्किल से हम लोगों ने अंग्रेजी सीखी है, लेकिन अपना सब्जेक्ट पढ़ के ही सीखी है। कहीं अंग्रेजी में एमए करने नहीं गए। Learning our own books in English, we have been able to acquire English, so it is not a problem for you also. Start speaking, start writing a few pages every day. जितना ही गलत लिखना हो लिखिए, लेकिन सही लिखिए। So keep learning. Learning is very important. But if you keep learning, you will not be frightened. You will learn a lot and you will do wonders. This subject can lead you to great places. But have confidence. I think Dr. Bharadwaj told about confidence. And one should know, when are you confident? How confident are you? Do it yourself. Very first is, when some person is confident, चलो यहाँ होता है तो क्या कॉन्फिडेंस होता है तो क्या लगता है कि उनका कॉन्फिडेंस हो सही हो भाई कॉन्फिडेंस नो कॉन्फिडेंस लगता है कि पढ़ना चाहिए confident or sufficiently confident. So confidence comes, it is not when a person knows everything. Normally people think, if you know everything then you are confident. Factually that is a fear, that is not confidence. That only says that if I will not know things, I will not be confident. That is not the confidence. I will give you an example. Suppose some agricultural scientist goes to a farmer. किसी एक किसान के पास गए खेत में. You see, who is an agricultural scientist? An agricultural scientist has done PhD on a topic of a very narrow field. So he is an expert on a very small thing of the vast field of agricultural sciences. He knows a lot about that. But rest of the agricultural sciences, and that too, of farming, possibly doesn't know anything. Right? So if you claim that he is a great expert, you would be scared, not confident. But factually, he is not knowledgeable about everything. The farmer that is standing there knows about farming. Alu paida karta hai, uske alawa nahi janta hai. But the person is confident. Why? Because he has got questions. Question पूछते हुए क्या दिक्कत है, उसके लिए ज्ञान की आवश्यकता है. He has got real questions. So if you have real questions in mind, if you have quest for knowledge, जिज्ञासा जो है, शब्द quest जो है, वो question से आता है. So if you have quest for knowledge, if you have quest for knowing and more and more, you are confident. And if you are trying to hide that you are great, but actually you have got lack of understanding in many other things that you may unnecessarily be claiming to have, then you are not confident. So confidence doesn't come from knowledge. Confidence comes from purity of heart. When it is close, that you are interested in knowing. If you are knowing something, you are interested in knowing in a more better way. Even then you can have questions. You can have questions for something that you know more. You can have questions for something that you don't know, then you are confident. So have this confidence, I am saying. Have this confidence of asking questions. Make clear learning. Ask your friends. Ask your teachers. As a teacher also you become very confident. When you are delivering a lecture and some student gets up and asks a question. And it occurs to my mind, why you did not occur to my mind this question? And if I say, thank you very much, you asked this question, now I understand that this could also be a question, I am giving you some answer, I will be giving you more elaborate answer tomorrow. So I am happy. You get the point. So have that confidence. So I wish you great confidence. Thank you very much.
sir, for blessing us all. It was indeed a pleasure to hear you and your enlightening words of wisdom as well as real stories which you shared with us. Gratitude is the fairest blossom that springs from the soul. Teachers and mentors are often the unsung heroes, and acknowledging their hard work and dedication with a sincere appreciation and gratitude reminds them why they do and what they do. Now it's time to express our gratitude towards our distinguished guest. I now request Director Sir Professor P.N. Jha to express gratitude by felicitating our chief guest Professor Anil Kumar Tripathi. Volumes and volumes of hidden sentiments that makes everyone happy. The time dedicated by our exuberant intellectuals in enlightening our viewing buds is really valuable and commendable. I now invite Professor Aditya Kumar Gupta sir, coordinator with BCA program, to please propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, madam. Kareli Giram Parivari Antim तथा च प्रतिम परिमाणा मलाल कृष्णम संसनिष्ठा सरस्वती दान सिरसना. Respected chief guest of the program, Dr. P.K. Tripathi sir, Professor Department of Computer Science and Engineering, IIT BHU. Guest of honor, Dr. Ashish Bharadwaj, Senior Manager, DMI, Alex Delhi. Director of the Institute, Professor P.N. Jha sir, our esteemed Senior Professor, Registrar of the Institute, Sri Sanjay Gupta sir, my fellow faculty members, and my dear students, very good afternoon. It is both an honor and privilege to stand before you to express my heartfelt gratitude on behalf of the entire SMS family. First and foremost, I would like to thank our esteemed chief guest of the program, Professor P.K. Tripathi sir. Sir, we are very thankful to you for your kindness and accepting our invitation for showing your blessings to our new students of BCA and MCA program. Sir, we are fortunate enough to have you, and it is always a better experience to listen to you from the previous one. Today even we have learned a lot of simple examples related to AI, IoT and machine learning. I am sure the students can get a very small grasp about the relation of the today's and the future of the smart world. The world is in our hand, and we will be able to make a world smarter. Sir, I am personally admired for your thoughts about the status of human enlightenment. That the very specific lecture related to the Vachan Pathan Achan Manan Chintan. And sir, with due respect and acknowledgement, I also use these thoughts to teach my students. Kindly allow me to offer my sincere and personal sense of gratitude for your lecture that affected me up to the extent of the debate. Next, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to our director, P.N. Jha sir, for his inspiring words that have set the tone of the journey ahead. Sir, your vision and guidance are invaluable to our students as we embark to the new chapter in our journey. So I am very much thankful to our guest of honor, Dr. Ashish Bharadwaji, for sharing his valuable experience related to the skill development and encourage our students for academic socialization and insight with our students. Your words have inspired our students and provided us the perspective on the world of information technology and management. We are excited to apply that skill development initiative for our academic pursuit. I am sure your valuable guidance will help our students to getting better placement in the future. I am also thankful to our head of the department, Professor Kamal Mishra sir, whose support and commitment in our department is truly commendable. I am grateful to the time and efforts you have given for preparing the department for the upcoming session and the opportunities that lies ahead. I am very much thankful to our colleagues and MCA coordinator Dr. Radha Tiwari ji, who have put lot of efforts to make this orientation program a success. His expert planning and execution have ensured a smooth functioning of this program. I am also thankful to Mr. Rai Chaudhary, co-coordinator BCA program, and Mr. Shubham Sahai sir, co-coordinator of MCA program, for their valuable support. Thanks for you both for being with us at every step. My special thanks is due to Mr. Viresh Tripathi for presenting the preamble of SMS Varanasi so beautifully and so meaningfully. I appreciate his valuable contribution to introduce our students with vision and mission of SMS Varanasi. I am sure our students will focus on the guiding values, means sense of ownership, sense of contribution, innovation, modesty and mutual respect, and will contribute their best to the society. I am especially thankful to Mr. B.K. Tripathi sir and his team, Ms. Amna ma'am, Rahul sir and Devashri sir. The Tripathi sir is the Vice President Corporate Affairs for being instrumental to invite our guest of honor and present us with them. I am thankful to the administrative officer for his entire team for providing logistic and infrastructure support for making this program a success. I am also thankful to the mentor of the ceremony, Dr. Bhavna Singh, to conducting this program, orientation program smoothly and beautifully. Lastly, I offer my thanks to my students for their interest and active participation and listening. As we conclude this orientation program, let us remember that it is just a beginning. Together we will face challenges, we will celebrate the successes and create everlasting memories. Before closing, I also thanks to the MRT and the powers and the peoples who are working for us without our knowledge. Thank you all. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, sir. Every beginning has an end, so that a new beginning can take place. The end of the beginning is a new beginning for many others. This brings to the end of the inaugural session of the 2-day orientation program of NCA and BCA. Thank you everyone. On behalf of School of Management Sciences, I sincerely thank the distinguished guests and I shower my heartfelt gratitude to our Executive Secretary Dr. M.P. Singh sir, Director sir Professor P.N. Jha, Registrar Mr. Sanjay Gupta ji, coordinators and co-coordinators MCA and BCA, my colleagues of training and placement cell, my fellow fraternity as well as everyone of School of Management Sciences, family for their wholehearted support. But before we part, let us all rise for the national anthem.